War Eagle. I'd like to welcome you all to today's ceremony. I'm Chris Roberts. I'm the Dean of the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering, and we're exceedingly proud to have you all here today on what represents a really special moment for us in this college. We're here to celebrate and dedicate the Brown-Kopel Engineering Student Achievement Center, and we believe this is a real milestone for our college and university. I'd like to start by thanking John and Rosemary Brown for their pivotal support for this project. John and Rosemary, I know you had indicated to me that this is not about you, but it's because of you that we are having this life-changing center that's come to fruition. About 5 years ago, Ed Lewis and I met with the Browns and described my vision for this facility, and I couldn't be more proud to be here right now celebrating it coming to life. The Browns immediately recognized the importance of having a full-service, student-focused building in the heart of the engineering campus. And this Brown-Kopel Engineering Student Achievement Center allows us to specifically address the students' professional needs, their academic needs, and it's providing one of the most comprehensive, active learning environments in the country. It's a place that alumni can gather to make connections, and it also elevates our vision to be the best student-centered engineering experience in America. And the members of the Alumni Council know that that's a mantra that I'm not letting go of, because I really believe that we're providing the best student-centered engineering experience in America. John and Rosemary, thank you and your entire family for your unwavering support of Auburn Engineering, and to our other generous donors like Walt and Ginger Walstos, who have been very loyal in their support and this vision for our college. At the end of today's ceremony, we would like to go through and recognize the philanthropic partners who have made this space possible. It's warm, and so we'll probably move quickly through that part of the event. But what I would like to do at this time now is to thank a few people and then bring some people to the stage. I'd like to thank Trustee Demaribus and the Board of Trustees, the other members of the Board of Trustees that are here. Mike will join us on the podium here in a few minutes. Interim President Jay Gouge, Provost Bill Hargrave, Auburn University Foundation Board President and Vice President for Development Jane DeFalco Parker, and our Vice President for Facilities Dan King. Each of them is showcasing their commitment to this college through their support of this project. I'd also, from the College of Engineering, like to make a special thank you to the committee that worked with me in designing this facility. They traveled across the country. They visited many, many colleges of engineering to find what the best practices were and brought that back home to build the best engineering student center in the nation. And I would like to thank them. That was led by Associate Dean Steve Duke, who did a tremendous job and devoted more hours than probably anybody to this, aside from Simon Yendel, who I'll mention in a minute. Assistant Dean Bob Karcher, Civil Engineer Terry Carson, and Senior Advisor Ed Lewis. And they all did tremendous work, and I'd like to thank all of them. And from our facilities division here, really a special thanks to Simon Yendel. Simon is our university architect, and he had great vision for this project, including utilizing this garden space and the 60,000 square feet of laboratory space that's underneath us right here as part of this overall complex. From Brassfield and Gorey, I'd like to thank Miller Gorey, Jim Gorey, and Jeff Stone, and a really extraordinary project director, Steve Haney, who's one of the best civil engineers I've ever worked with. And from Rayburn Construction, Matt Rayburn, John Rayburn, Bruce Ward, Wes Bolin, Chuck Hutchinson, and Will McMurray, who built a fantastic facility. And from the Smith Group, our architect, Kevin Johnson, who understood what we were trying to accomplish and made all of these spaces so student-facing and open that it is hard to walk into that building and not understand that we're there to serve our students. And so I'd like to thank them all. This project completes the third phase of an $85 million construction and renovation project in this center part of our campus, which I lovingly used to refer to as our legacy campus, and now represents part of the future of this college. With that, I would like to introduce Interim President Jay Gouge. President Gouge, would you please take the podium?
Thank you, Chris. It's a great day in the life of Auburn University. I'm honored to be here with you today. Thank y'all all for being here. It's hot. I want to thank all those that have made today possible. The resources, the effort, we can't tell you how much we appreciate each one of you. I have to tell you one story. About 20 years ago, I'm told, it was long before I came to Alabama, but about 20 years ago, all over the state of Alabama, there were billboards that had been placed around the state. And what the billboards were, they were marketing for Auburn. And what it said was, where would Alabama be without Auburn? Where would Alabama be without Auburn? And so I thought about it, and today I just want to say, where would Auburn be without the Browns? John and Rosemary, thank you. War Eagle, thank you for being here. I won't give a long speech. It's a little warm. I thought the engineers would get this all air conditioned for us. Provost, come on up here. Thank you.
Hey, well, good afternoon, War Eagle, everyone. You know, from an academic perspective, when I look at this building, I really remember what Chris talks about since I first met him when he became dean. And it's this consistent message, as he just delivered up here, of making sure that the engineering school is second to none in providing a superior student experience. And one of the key missing pieces of that student experience puzzle, I believe, and of course Chris was driving this, is this building, that with the growth of the engineering school, with the services and that touch for engineering, this building was absolutely needed. But it also sends a strong message. There was a recent survey that indicated that facilities was a key element of student college choice. And it was a key element because students indicated that the quality of the facilities was a reflection of the quality of the faculty and the programs they had, and of the value that the university placed on those programs. And this building absolutely is a tremendous reflection of the quality of our engineering school here, and of our faculty and our programs and of our students. John and Rosemary, thank you so much for making this possible, and for the decades and decades of students that will benefit from this wonderful, wonderful building. So thank you very much. At this point, I'd like to introduce Board of Trustees Mike Demaribus. Thank you.
There's a nice breeze blowing up here in case anybody wants to come up. Today we celebrate the culmination of a project that exemplifies the mission of Auburn University, furthering its strong focus on a heightened student experience and a learning environment that provides proven outcomes. It's here where collaboration and active learning will lead future generations of engineering students on their path to success. With this dedication, as Chris said, we're opening the door to one of the most comprehensive active learning environments in the nation, a student-centered hub designed to address our students' professional as well as academic needs. This Center of Learning and Support truly creates a sense of home within Auburn's engineering campus, right in the center of it. And on behalf of the Auburn University Board of Trustees, I thank John and Rosemary Brown for their steadfast support in making this project a reality. And when Dean Roberts was applying and interviewing for the dean's position, he told me that he had a grand vision of an engineering student achievement center, a concept he had seen at other institutions, and he told me that he had proposed it in his interview as a major goal for the college. Well, at the time, I didn't quite catch fully what he was talking about, but he was so passionate about it. He just really, that was a vision he had, and he had a clear vision of what he wanted for the college. Well, he obviously conveyed that vision very clearly to John and Rosemary, who became the major benefactors for the center. Well, it's now very clear to me what he was so passionate about as I see this vision come to fruition. Just think of the many ways in which this vibrant center will contribute to the invaluable offerings Auburn presents to its engineering students, from curriculum advising to tutoring to career mentoring and placement, professional development, and much more. Today's ceremony marks yet another milestone in Auburn's unwavering commitment to provide an exceptional education that prepares graduates for meaningful and productive careers, equipping them to contribute to their community, their state, their nation, and beyond. I'm excited to see where we are today with this great center, and I'm even more excited for where we are headed. Congratulations to all, and War Eagle. I'd like to introduce Lexi Blakely, a senior mechanical engineering student here at Auburn.
Hello, everyone. War Eagle. My name is Lexi Blakely, and I'm a senior in mechanical engineering. Thank you for inviting me on this momentous day for the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. I love engineering, and what makes my Auburn engineering experience great is that I know you do too. The Brown-Kopel Engineering Student Achievement Center symbolizes all the things we hear and know as engineering students, that the Auburn faculty and staff are dedicated to our education and success. This center truly gives us a place to call home on campus. It provides space for interdisciplinary collaboration, networking sessions, and career advising. It is a tool we need to prepare us for the workforce. As the president of the Engineering Student Council, a part of the CUPLA Engineering Ambassadors, and a student representative for 100 Plus Women Strong, I know just how instrumental this building will be for our recruiting efforts. When I was a high school senior, I remember how welcoming the engineering campus was, the one-on-one tour, and the great impression we got from engineering students and faculty we met. Now, through the Brown-Kopel Center, we can highlight the draw that Auburn engineering has and explain it with one visit to the heart of campus. My classmates and I are proud to call this building ours. The center and the opportunities it brings supports us at each step in our engineering tenure at Auburn. It is a critical recruiting tool, a place for collaboration, innovation, and project development, a place to meet others in the industry, a place where we can return as alumni to help embolden the next generation of graduates. On behalf of my fellow engineering classmates, I want to thank those who made this transformative building possible. Mr. and Mrs. Brown, your generosity through your exceptional gift represents the strength of the Auburn family. And the outpouring of support from all of you who name spaces plays a pivotal role in each of our educational endeavors. I am honored to be a part of such a strong community that cares about our academic and future careers. Thank y'all.
You just saw why I'm passionate about what we do. Thank you, Lexi. It's now my pleasure to thank each of our loyal philanthropic partners who've helped make this vision a reality. I'd like to recognize them by highlighting the spaces that they've named. And as you are able, please stand and remain standing. And I'd also like everyone to hold their applause until the end. So I'm going to read through this fairly quick because it is warm. But as soon as we finish this, I'm going to ask our faculty, staff, and some of our students to line up over here. And as we enter into the building, we're going to do a little bit of an engineering reverse tiger walk where we're going to thank all of the donors to this facility. So starting on the ground floor of the building, the Larry and Mary Montgomery Design Studio and the Larry and Mary Montgomery Machine Shop. Sean and Ann Cleary Digital Prototyping Laboratory. The Jeff and Linda Stone Professional Engineering Organization Suite. The Jim and Paula McMillan Study Area. And the PTAC Study Area named by Adrian and Virginia Lovell. The Regina Standers Study Area. Torch Technologies Study Room, representing them today are Melinda Taylor, Daryl Truesdale, Trivian Smith, Greg Utley, and Drew Beckwith, and their wonderful Auburn engineering student interns. the T. Shane Goodwin and Family Study Room, named by Shane and Brandy Goodwin in memory of Jet and Campbell Goodwin. And on the main floor, the Walt and Ginger Waltos Grand Atrium, the Vulcan Materials Corporate Conference Room, and representing them today is Carol Maxwell. The Dynetics Incorporated Career Development and Corporate Relations Reception Area, and representing them are Mark Moody, Mike Duraborough, and Mike Miller. The Auburn Alumni Engineering Council Interview Suite, and representing them are Walt Waltos and Vice Chair Kenneth Kelly. Alabama Power Company Engineering Academic Excellence Program Suite, representing them today are Pam Boyd and TJ Pruitt. And the Kenneth Kelly Engineering Academic Excellence Program Reception Area. Cindy Green and Larry Monroe Diversity and Engineering Gallery. The Brad Corson and Family Tutoring and Learning Suite. The William Dees Weatherford Group Study Area, the study room, and the Joseph and Kathy Weatherford Team Room, and the Hunter Allen Chambliss Team Room named by the Weatherford family. The Bill and Lana McNair Academic Advising Suite. Frank and Hope McFadden Academic Advising Reception Area. The Brassfield and Gorey Recruiting and Scholarships Suite, representing them today are Jeff Stone, Chris Kramer, and Steve Haney. Joe and Joanne Cowan Recruiting and Scholarship Reception Area. The Ken and Lynn Smith Recruiting and Scholarship Office Suite. The Warnock Family Conference Room named by Bill and Becky Warnock. The 100+ Women Strong Team Rooms, representing them today is co-chair Olivia Owen. The Eldridge and Rhonda Horn Cook Team Room, named by the late Rhonda Cook and her husband Eldridge Cook. Olivia Kelly Owen Team Room. American Cast Iron Pipe Company Cupola Engineering Ambassador's Office, they are represented today by Maury Gaston. And the Godfrey Cafe 25, named by Carol Godfrey in honor of Gary Godfrey. Representing Carol and Gary today are Carter and Rachel Ard, Ann and Dee, Duncan, Stephanie Hawk, Dan and Anita Keitel, Marty and Susan Heffron, and Mark and Lynn Tisley. And on the top floor of the building, the Ed and Peggy Reynolds classroom, named by the late Ed Reynolds and his wife Peggy Reynolds. The Meager Family Study Room, named by Johnny Meager. The Sal and Paula Marino Study Room. Lamar and Elaine Hawkins Study Room. Eric and Jennifer Weishaupt Study Room. The Mike and Shelley Forte Study Room. And Gary and Joe Gray Study Room. And in addition to this, these beautiful outdoor spaces, I'd like to recognize the Carol Ann Gavin Garden, named by Charles Gavin family and friends, the Jack and Ann Waddy Pavilion, Georgia Pacific Pavilion, representing them today are Shirley Boulware, Devontae Brown, and Michael Cornelius, and one of my personal heroes, the Nelda Lee Pavilion. This is outstanding. I mean, look at you all standing here. You all supported this vision, and I just want to thank you all very much. And so let's please give this amazing group a round of applause. All right, I'm going to turn it over to them for a minute.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.